It is time to finally cover what exactly the best Red Kayn build is, boys and girls. Because right now, not a lot of people are very certain what is actually the best for Red Kayn. You know, do you run Eclipse? Do you run Prowlers? Well, I've played about probably 30-40 games of Red Kayn this patch so far. And I would say I have about an 85 to 90% win rate. And with considering that he just got nerfed, that's pretty good. That's pretty crazy. And this is all in Challenger on my main account, Karasmai V9, or 171XO, or Edgememer Guy 69. All my 3 highest ranked accounts, all playing in GM Challenger, have an insanely good win rate. And it's because Red Kayn is super duper strong in this meta, but he's super duper strong in a different type of way that he was last patch. Because before, he was more high damage, high aggression. Now you're more so just a massive front line. So the build that we're going to be running is about 3 damage, 3 defensive. That's typically what I'm aiming for. Not counting boots, of course. But typically I only go like Gore Drinker, maybe like DD, Cleaver. So that would be 3 aggressive, and then I'd go like, let's say I need MR, I'd go Visage. Or let's say I want to get Maw, then I'll go Frozen Heart instead of DD. So you're not building as aggressive. You don't want to go 4 or above damage items. You want to max out at 3 damage items, and then 3 defensive. Well, 2 defensive and a boot, you know. But anyway, yeah, it looks like the enemy junk started bot side. We can have a ward on their blue, so that's good. I got a nice leash. Thank you, Mundo. Yeah, if you guys are curious what the runes are too, I've been liking unflinching and conditioning just because team fighting, there's so much CC, there's so many slows. It's a pretty good meta to take these runes in my opinion. I do like the resolve tree for Red Kayn when you're playing the front line. I don't think any other tree really gives you as much strength as this one. Maybe if you're like super high elo, like playing in like top 10 challenger, you can take like inspiration secondary. But I've been doing really well with these runes in challenger and just perma team fighting, so. On my main account, I've been finding the most success with Red Kayn, even though he just got nerfed. But it's kind of like I mentioned, the nerf is only really noticeable if you build like 4 or more damage items on Red Kayn, which Riot understands that is a little bit ridiculous, which in all honesty it was. So we're just going to kind of show you what exactly is the best. And in this game specifically, I'll probably build Chain Sword, Gore Drinker, and then maybe like Cleaver or Death Stance, and then I'll just go pure defensive after that. I don't think I need any MR, but when I do, I'll get Visage instead of getting Maw. So that'll be good. Junk should be like up around there. I'll ping it out. Oh, I just realized I was accidentally autoing the blue buff so they were up there. I would have been done with my clear like 305. I trolled. That's fine. It's not like there's anything to do down bot anyway. Maybe mid we could look for a gank, but you have to keep in mind that Udyr's on the top scuttle while I'm on the bot scuttle, so it's kind of like he's gonna be like just waiting there for the counter gank. I'll probably just reset and look for the counter gank top. And I gotta outsmart him. Yeah, they're trading a decent amount mid. In a situation like this, it's just good to kind of watch and pay attention, because a lot of times your laners will not like ping out some. So right there, I could say like 847 Yoni. I said Tony, not Yoni. Now I'm at my Krugs before they spawn, so right now I can kind of either look for like a counter play top or something. So if Udyr were to come here, I'd have the pickaxe advantage and we'd be able to win the 2v2, because that's an item advantage, right? But I didn't look for it, so. Bot lane's pretty aggressive right now. Udyr is like hovering around bot side at the moment, because we've been keeping track of where he started. So if he starts red, bot towards top. On his second camps, he's going to be bots. You notice how I'm top right now? So he's like opposite of me, essentially. To make it easier for you, you just pay attention to where you're starting, where they're starting, and just, okay, they're pathing same as me, or they're pathing opposite. Hey, Panda Peruvi, how's it going? Okay, so we're going to get like 44 CS. You have Inspired, my new Discord profile pic? Or is it Hero Broses? Go to my Discord? I gotta see it. I see it. You gotta add me. Add me in the Discord. Alright, Gromp's gonna spawn in like 10 seconds. You kind of just like keep eyes on mid right now, depending on how they're gonna trade. Bot lane's missing, so they could have been going for the dragon. I think they had a ward there that I just saw off the corner of my eye. Oh, they have one right there though. Yeah, I'm just kind of like hovering mid right now. My Collie's freezing though. I don't know why. Could have just killed him. I'll just get the dragon. I need Janna and bot lane to come though. Because they have the shove, so they could just like kind of play how they're playing and move up. And we do it faster. If we do it as a team, it's always fast and worth it. My tier 2 smite is getting super delayed here by not like using my smites on instant CD, but I need to save it just in case. Yeah. Where do I live? Where it's 105? I live in LA, boy. This is pretty hot. Alright. Now we just farm our Gromp, get our top side and path down. So notice they're playing very safe. They're trying not to like give me any kills or any form. Believe it or not, this is actually a really good thing for Kayn because only thing that matters is securing those dragons because the dragons will force them to fight you. So a lot of times when players see me, they'll be like kind of intimidated to where they don't want to give me form. And I'll use that against them because they don't understand how like basic pathing and macro work. So Udyr will probably just be looking to farm and maybe look for a gank if it's free. Other than that, he's just going to get caught in this cycle. And my cycle is just playing through not just myself, but through my lanes. I feel like that's what a lot of junglers seem to not do. And that just comes like watching the lanes. Like look, top is super tanky. And if he gets Trin low enough, we could easily dive this guy, right? He's got nothing but tier 2 boots. When I'm 6, of course, not right now. So I'm going to farm one more camp and then look for it. Yeah, then, what do we call it? When we're 6, it makes it so much easier to like dive and force. So Yoni doesn't have his flash for like another minute. I can look for that. Oh no, it just gets a kill. Nice. Alright, well, we could just go top. Probably saw me there. Yeah, I just gotta trade and shove. Oh, I just backed up entirely. It's like the most safe I've ever seen the team play in my life. Alright. He's willing to use all that just to try and like chase me down and kill me, and if he doesn't get it, then he just wasted so much. Because when I get my form, I'm gonna outscale him, and he just gave me orbs, so that's all good. And he used the same amount of sums as I did, so he didn't achieve anything out of that. He's also not applying pressure to the map where he's like ganking, as opposed to where I'm trying to like actively do that. It is a little hard on like champs like Trin, because Trin's just one of those champs that if he doesn't want to like do something, you can just back out. He like hard back out. He's got flash and ghost too. The thing is, the Trinimer will be forced to group at some point. You can't just constantly split versus a tank. Tanks have that thing where they kind of just can sit under tower and tank autos for days and days and days, so works out pretty well. He's gonna queue in, yeah. He has his flash still, but we could just look to get it from him. I'll just phase tank that so he doesn't get away. Nice. Auto followed through. We have Janna rotating, so we might as well get this. MF could just like chill on the tower. Hopefully doesn't die. Might die, but hopefully not. She has ult soon. She can ult the next wave. She has double sum as well, so she should be fine. Should just be like free objective right now. I have ult in like 12, so yeah, I should be free. Dude, the back never spawns when it's like 1100. It only spawns when it's above like 1200. No, just watch me do this. Yeah. Available soon. Damn. He just flash ghost on me. I played soak caps. That'll help me just be a lot more stronger whenever it does come down to fighting. They do have a decent amount of AP damage now that I'm looking at it. I forget Udyr could just build like full AP if he wants. I don't get form yet, but I have it soon. He used both his sums to do that to me, so that's not too bad. I like a ward on that, that'd be good. Chindamir's gonna be a bit of a thorn. As long as Mundo could just like farm under tower, that'd be chill. Chill vibes. Just dodge your Qs. Yeah, we just get this objective. He does have flash, but I don't know if it's up at the moment. I'm pretty sure his flash is like my flash timer. What I recollect. Beth has ulti here, but she doesn't have enough mana for it. Might not be doable. Dude, Scuttle's eating all the fruit. Look at him. And I need to Q it. Ah, never mind. Now that I have form, it does make things a lot easier. So like I said, the way that you want to play Red Kayn right now is just super through your team. You want to play very together. I know it's pretty discouraged in low reloads, but if you're kind of just getting the objectives on your own, your team will usually kind of help you. Not every game will your team be like 100% on the same page with you, obviously. If it was like that, then you'd probably win every game, and you probably really love this game, but it's not how League is, so you kind of got to take most games with like a grain of salt. Like, oh yeah, there's a good chance my team just won't listen to me and they won't follow. But usually if they see that you're like getting things like objectives, they're not that papega to not follow through, you know what I mean? So top is a pretty dead giveaway for what I'm gonna do right now, because yeah, it's just straight up the tower. Get the tower, and maybe we can get more than that. We'll see. Not a guarantee to get more than it, but like I said, I think it's a dead giveaway for what we're gonna do. That's good. I didn't want to use my smite because I wanted to bait him to go over the wall. As it's a smart thing you could do, just bait him like that. Oh, see, I have my form now, so he just can't fight me. Nice. Yep. Yeah, his flash is my flash, so we're just gonna keep that. I'm just gonna keep flashing when he flashes. Keep doing that, and we should be good. This is how Kayn works. Once you get your form, you could usually start beating up Udyr. Unless he has like a 2-level lead on you or like a full item on you, you could fight him. But you have to always make sure that when you're playing Red Kayn, you're only really fighting if you have your ult. Like, that's the main thing. Even if you're going for like a risky fight. But sometimes it gets fun to limit test. That's really how you get more comfortable with the champion. So sometimes you go in like a crazy 1v3. Let me also say, and I strongly discourage any open map fighting. So like if you're fighting in the middle of the lane, that's a lot of distance that they could travel. Now if you're fighting in the jungle, it's very tight, it's very enclosed. There isn't really much wiggle room for them, you know? So I definitely would recommend, if you're gonna go for like an aggressive play or an aggressive fight, you definitely want to make sure that you get some you don't let them create any space. Is what I'm trying to get at. So as I mentioned, Weekender right now, they don't really have too much armor, but I would probably look to go either Cleaver or Death Stance. I think Cleaver would be a fine item. Especially against like true damage. I love getting Cleaver against true damage. HP is really the only answer to true damage because everything else does nothing. Yeah. Okay. I'm just kind of just being chased down here. Bonk. Hello, brother. Hope all is well. What's up, Berserk? Cleaver, that'd be a second damage item, and then Chain Sword, I believe that's what I said. So that's 3 damage items, and then Frozen Art, Vistage, VGA. Oh no, I have Boots. I forgot about Boots. So Frozen Art and Vistage would be my follow-up items. So I'm level 11 now. I'll stall it out for a win now. Anna comes around. Well, that's what I kind of mean when I mean like you're like a team fight champion and you could just tank a lot in front line. So notice how much Gore Drinker does for me there. Whenever they stack on top of me, I make sure to hit my Gore Drinker. You just get a much bigger heal when you hit those like 3 targets. So whenever they stack up, that's when you're in your best situation. Luckily, Janna played very well with me that fight, so we were just able to do a whole lot. And now we can get this, and then we can just go rotate to the dragon. That was nice. So if you think Red Kayn's weak right now, I would just strongly discourage going Prowlers. I would strongly discourage going Eclipse, anything like that. I just think those items are objectively weaker in terms of like team fighting. As a team fight champion, you're just extremely tanky with these items. I'm gonna replant the control word right here to kind of because I don't have smite, so if they come, I'm just gonna go hop over the wall and zone them. They're right here. Know what I'm talking about. Let Akali get it. Nice. Yeah, just get Cleaver. Cleaver, Chain Sword. You can still build like decently aggressive. You're not that weak. You're really not that weak. I don't think Red Kayn's ever been that weak. He's always been playable in some way or another, just because your healing is so insane. If they started nerfing our healing, that'd be bad. That'd be really bad. But till then, we're good. See how much Gore Drinker has done for me. Not bad for how long I've had it and how little I've been fighting. Playing these like really long games, like some games you get like 40-50 minute games, and Red Kayn is just amazing in those situations because you just turned into such a massive frontliner. And you have to think about what is like meta right now. Like it's very dependent, but in higher elos, you see so many carry champs like the MF, the Draven, the Oni, the Akali. There's not like a lot of utility champs being picked. It's all pure damage. So to be able to just soak up that damage and base tank and be able to deal it back as well, insanely good. Like I said, you want to force team fights, so the way that you force team fights is just objectives. So you want to start getting those objectives early on and just keep stacking them. You want to know how to bring your win rate up? Just prioritize objectives. Look at the stats. Look at the statistics between the team that gets the first dragon and the team that gets the second dragon. If you get the first dragon, you have like an instant 10% chance higher of winning. Yeah. Yeah, now we're just kind of forcing plays. I mean, we're up like 20 kills, so you can just do whatever. It won't matter. Play MF auto. Oh. Oh, I missed that. I'm so bad. Alright. Man, I missed my W's there. I'm trolling. Oh, good, brother. I get the blue buff. So notice whenever you are really ahead, this is just like an added message that a lot of people, they don't know how to win games when they're really ahead. You just have to be living in the enemy strong. Notice how my camps are always up, but the enemy's camps are always down because I'm always taking them. My team could go farm my camps if they want, but I'm going to farm his camps because that makes sure that I'm keeping my advantage and I'm also building it, you know? GG. Alright, let's see. Jane. He's worth 100 gold. Yeah, he's not doing too well. Let's see. So what damage are you really looking at? Well, I already like kind of mentioned this. You kind of want to be between the 250 to 300 damage bracket whenever you're playing Red Kayn nowadays. So you kind of want to be around 250 to 300 throughout the entire game. Well, once you start getting items, of course. But once you get those like 3 items, you kind of just want to like stay with that. You don't want to build too much damage. If you're ever going to like 350, 400, you're just building too much damage. It's not going to be worth statistically. Be told. Nice. Chainsword has a lot of value. If you see targets where they have a lot of healing and you're wondering why you don't do damage, you gotta cut the healing. Look at me as a champion. I'm healing so much. They have no anti-heal. That's kind of why they're losing and they can't do any damage to me. Anti-heal is one of the most underrated stats in the game. If you notice they have 2 or 3 people that rely on healing, you gotta build it. This is why understanding how champs work is so important. If you don't understand how champs work, you're still semi-newish, go play some ARAMs. Just grind ARAMs, my boy. That's my homework for you. Grind them ARAMs. Understand how champs work. Pay attention to the mana cost, pay attention to the damage output, all that stuff. Once you understand these things, you'll turn into a 10 times better jungler. Ow, I kind of hinted it. I'll just take tower shots for free. I thought they were going to let us in. What happened? I think hit the tower. Alright. Nice. Yeah, now you just get frozen. Alright. Window's just ending it. What am I watching right here? Alright, GG. Well, that kind of covers the new items. Hope you boys enjoyed it.